Good morning, YouTube. I know usually I'm on here doing a mama rant, but today I just wanted to say that I am very truly blessed to be a mom. I love my kids with every single ounce of anything inside my body. And I would not trade them or exchange any time, moment, anything that I have with them for anything in the world. It's hard to be a mom a lot of times. People sometimes don't know that, they don't understand it, and sometimes it's just taken for granted that you are a mom and you have this whole other person or people to take care of along with yourself. And a lot of times, us as moms take for granted that we still have to take care of ourselves. There's a lot of things that you don't know when you first become pregnant and you first start your journey. My mom best prepared me the way that she could, as much as she could, but there were still things that I found out on my own just by living every single day. You are told about the late nights and the being sick and the diaper changes and all that good stuff, but until you actually live it, it's something that amazing women have to deal with. And being a mom, or even becoming a mom, or thinking about becoming a mom, it's a lot to think about. It's a lot to deal with that comes along with it, and it's something that you really, really, really have to mentally prepare yourself for. You have to be up with them at all hours of the night. You have to go with their temperament. You have to be able to calm the storm that is your child and still try to be sane for yourself the next day. I know I thank my mom so much more now than I used to, because I understand a lot of things from when I was a child now. I understand a lot of ways now and things that I just would have never understood before being a mom myself. And I'm just so grateful for that. And most importantly, I thank God always, because I am so blessed. I have had 2 miscarriages, and those are something that you just don't look for and you don't expect until it actually happens to you, and then it's just something you can't get out of your mind. But being blessed with 2 beautiful, healthy babies now, I wouldn't trade any moment in the world for it. And I'm thankful to have had every experience that I have had with them, with my pregnancies and beyond. And I thank my husband, because it wouldn't have been possible without him to have my kids. And for him being the support system that he is for me, I'm very grateful for. But I just, I just want to have it out there for anybody that might be thinking of having kids or might be pregnant now. It is hard. It is very hard work. And it is always very possible to deal with. We as women have to deal with a lot, and we have to have the world on our shoulders, basically. And then when you put on top of that other lives as well, you have to be very strong, and you have to be somebody else's backbone. And mentally and physically, you have to prepare yourself for that. And you're not always going to be 100% prepared, and you're not always going to know what to do. But at the end of the day, even when you feel like crap and you feel like I've done something wrong, or what could I have done better, as long as you put that baby to bed and they are happy, and you know that you're that little baby's universe, pretty much, you just know that you are an awesome person and an awesome mom. And as long as you've done everything that you possibly can to make that other person's life better, then, I mean, that's all that you can really ask for. That's all that they can really ask for. Whether you're a single parent or whether you're a two-parent household, because I've lived in both. I grew up in both. My mom was a single parent pretty much my whole life, and I was with her every step of the way with that. And it's hard. It is hard. And it's hard even if you have two parents in the house. Because if you have two parents in the house and that structure for them is not stable, you have to think about those kids and how that's going to affect them. And even being in a single parent household, I feel like I grew up to be the best woman that I am because of my mom and the structure that she gave me and my siblings. And I'm so grateful for that, because it only takes one person to give you a good foundation for your life. And that foundation that they give you and that you give your kids, that is all that you can do. That's all that you can do, is give them a foundation. The choices that they make, when they can decide this from that's up to them. And anything that they choose to do with their own life, you can't blame yourself for. Once they become to that age where they're like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, or whatever, that's their choice that they made. You can't blame yourself for it. You gave them that foundation. You gave them love, and you gave them trust and loyalty, and you gave them a God-fearing heart. Like, if you can give them the best foundation for them, that's all that you can do as a parent. Whether you're a single parent or a two-parent household, whatever it may be. It's our job and our responsibility to give them that foundation for their life. And the choices that they make afterwards, then, it's up to us then to support them or to let them go and be their own person. But, it was just something that was on my heart this morning, and I really felt like I had to let it out, because as I was up with my son last night, or this morning at like 3, I was just thinking to myself, I wasn't prepared for these nights or these mornings, but I get up and I do them because now it's like it's natural to me now. But I would never trade any of them for the world. I may have lost a few hours of sleep, but that's nothing compared to the joy that he brings me and the joy that my daughter brings me every day. Even when she's screaming at the top of her lungs, acting crazy, and him too, I would never trade any of it for anything, because they are literally like two pieces of my heart walking outside of my body, and I would do anything to protect them. I would do anything for them. If I could take their sickness away, I would, and put it on myself. That's just the kind of love that you just don't know until you have a kid. And there are lots of different types of love in the world, but the love of your child for you is like the most amazing thing. It's the most pure love that I have ever known in my life. And I am so grateful for that. But I just hope everybody has a great day, and to anybody that sees this, I hope that you got something from it. But that's all. Thank you for listening, YouTube.